Last time on DragonBall Z.
Now he's a blue one. Literally, that screen leveled it up twice. If I was Super Saiyan right now, I would basically be cosplaying as Cloud. And just the mortar going past in the background. Okay, let's break it down. So what do we have here? A buried door. And red ninjas. Delightful. I wonder if Trunks is going to be able to handle this okay. I might actually switch in Gohan, to be fair. No, I'm going to consciously switch in Gohan. And look! Oh! Chinese dogs. Oh, I love the aesthetic of this part of the Stronghold. I always have loved the aesthetic of this part of the Stronghold. This is by far, I think, probably my favorite area in terms of the enemy selection, the music choice, and just the aesthetic. Though I can definitely describe this arc in the anime is wholesome filler, because you just got Goku and Chi-Chi and Gohan just having really sweet family moments. But I have to now, in amongst all of this chaos, remember where on earth the save point is. Room there, and then there's an up. I feel like it's one of the paths from the up that's going to have the one I want. So you will have seen, that in particular is the interesting thing, the security camera. So you're seeing the security camera, and there were three dog heads. We have puzzles! I do love me some puzzles. Now this puzzle is a little bit more complicated than the one for Vinny's house. The idea is that we've got a lot of switches that we need to click, and these switches are going to activate certain traps and stuff. So on the other side here we've got another green one, and hitting both of those together activates 3 dog heads in 3 remote locations that are under heavy security. So those heads were inactive, now the switches are active. And very specifically, the heads have an order to them. This is something that puzzled me for the longest time. And I don't believe this is a... I'm going to have to double check. Level 35. Now I'm actually going to go in and check this first one, and then check the other 2. Because 1, there are lots of ninjas everywhere. But 2, there are also, I think, from memory, swords on the walls. And I believe the number of swords on the walls indicates the order you need to do this puzzle in. I might be completely wrong and be remembering incorrectly. Oh boy. I need a Zenzu beam. Thank you. Because unfortunately we are now in a place where there is going to be far less food and energy drops. So I need to really be thinking carefully about what I'm doing here. Okay, there are 3 swords here, so I am pretty sure if I go down into one of the other 2, one's going to have 1 sword and the other is going to have 2 swords. And I feel so silly for not realizing this originally, to a point that when I first played this game, and I went back to try and fill in the Scouter database, and then also went through on subsequent playthroughs, level 36, fantastic, I actually wrote down the order because I couldn't understand it. And it's an awkward one. This is nothing like, say, the battery order in like the reactor network in Mega Man Battle Network 1, where you've got to work out the right battery order. That puzzle has no rhyme or reason to it, and I am not a fan of that one. But this puzzle, in hindsight, is very easy to read when you know how. So if I remember correctly, there are going to be ninjas behind each of these posts, and I can stand behind them and punch. Unless he just sits there and does that a lot. Come on. You gonna come forward? There we go. Look, when he's doing the shuriken nonsense, that's unhelpful, but if he moves forward, I can goad him into being attacked. And that's the important thing. Now what? Or I can just turn Super Saiyan and ramp up there. Yeah, there we go, 2 swords. Perfect. So, the order for those who weren't paying attention, this is the one on the left-hand side, this has 2 swords. The one on the top had 3 swords, so the order is right, left, top. So we need to go to the complete opposite side and hit the switches from there. We're handling ninjas in 6 punches. This is a big deal. Okay. Come on, Gohan. We got this. In fact, I keep forgetting that you've got the Kamehameha wave now. And yes, it does perform exactly the same as Goku's does. Which, keep that in mind, because in the next game you're going to see it sort of, I wouldn't say reinvented, but you're going to see the Kamehameha wave take a very interesting evolution. That's for sure. I think the big thing with the next game is that while this game is very true to the source material and like, there are clear preferences in characters you would want to play as. Me, personally, I love playing as Trunks. The next game is going to be interesting when you see how it's balanced. It definitely adds a lot of creativity that the second game didn't have. But I just love the second game for its source material. And also, stuff like this. This is only in the plot of Legacy of Goku 2. Now, what is at the actual center of this location? That is universal. The water has stopped pouring out of one mouth. We just gotta go get the other 2. But this, I love the ninja's hideout. It is so cool. I am down with the Japanese mythology and the creative enemy design and the aesthetic. It's so good. Okay, back over here. The experience is worth it, so I'm still gonna... Oh, no, that's right. Oh, ha 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 ha! They changed the layout because of the way I'm doing it. Ah! I forgot about that. I was convinced that these areas would stay with ninjas everywhere, but once I pushed one switch, then they changed the layout of the ninjas. Hang on a minute, does that mean that they always did that and the way the ninja layout changes inside would be hinting me which one's the correct one to do? If that's the case, I'm gonna feel even sillier for not getting this puzzle when I was, what, 14? I used to write these things down. I'll never work out the puzzle if I don't have it written down. It's the game's handing it to you. Yeah, no, they did. They really did. Ah. Cool. So once you hit that first switch and you cleared out the ninjas, it puts one in the front instead. Based on which is the next switch. That is really clever. I didn't realize that initially. Awesome. That is clever puzzle design. And I feel really bad for not giving it more credit. But with that, we've now cleared out all of the water. And now we need to make our way down. And look! Green egg bots. And Gohan has reached level 39. Fantastic. But I have an unnerving feeling I'm going to have to turn Super Saiyan in this next section. So I'm gonna do that. I got my Masenko ready just in case. And now we have a split path. Whoops. I believe we got a split path. Yep, and the Dragon Ball's right at the end there. Food is good. Now, what's on the left-hand side? Behold, it is a Hunter Destroyer and he's green! So now it really is one of, it's truly like the ones in, oh, I do love me some good old destruction. Come on. Oh, my health is taking a tanking, that's not good. Thank goodness I went that way, because it meant the destroyer on the other side didn't flame me in the face. My health and energy could be much higher, though. So let's kill some more of these egg bots and try and get some of that back. Energy? Energy would be great, actually. Oh, but I might level up, which will do exactly the same thing that I want. Come on, there we go. Gohan has reached level 40. Awesome. Okay. And then that begs the question. Who is in here? Boss music. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vodka. So this is one of the famous Dragon Balls. It can make any wish come true, isn't that right? Returning from Dragon Ball, ladies and gentlemen, Mercenary Tao, in his cybernetic form that we unlocked in Advanced Adventure. I accept only gold, and then after Cell has done all his dirty work, I will step out of the rubble and build an empire. Think of it, no more rival games, no more meddling police. They will call me Emperor Vodka. How long will it take you to find the other 6 Dragon Balls? Well, that depends if you have to go through Gohan. Who are you? How'd you get past my security? Wait a second, that face. It can't be. Hey kid, what's your name? He recognizes the face. Gohan. Gohan? Phew. For a second there, I thought you were someone named Goku. Close enough, I'm his son. I freaking love that. Because Mercenary Tao is trying to use Cell's upcoming apocalypse to scrounge money. Tao, you look like you've seen a ghost. What am I paying you for? You aren't scared of this kid, are you? No, he's no match for my Dodonpa wave! General Tao. On multiple occasions when they're looking for the Dragon Balls, General Tao is hired as a mercenary and bumps into the Z-Fighters on multiple occasions. The first time he's in a village called Chasik, and he's acting as a bodyguard, claiming that he'd be able to protect everyone from Cell. It was quite ridiculous. And then, yeah, Gohan shut the whole thing down. So, yeah, now we're fighting Mercenary Tao. He can be a bit challenging, especially if he uses the Dodonpa wave, which I believe I can do it. Yep, if he runs it again. Oh, come on. I want to do the beam struggle, please. Let me do a beam struggle with you. That is so satisfying. Beam struggles are so good. In any Dragon Ball Z game you can do them in. I have always had quite a fondness for them. And Legacy of Goku 2, unlike the first game, allows you to do beam struggles. And that's just fantastic. I mean, Cell has the... Oh boy. I'm gonna regret that if I don't do that now. So, yeah. Mr. Vodka, who we just saw before, was basically hiring him to gather all of the Dragon Balls. And then Goku stops that process completely, but it involves fighting with gangsters and some other stuff, so that isn't covered really here. Regardless, he's back, it's insane. Boot to the head and he is defeated! And with that, we have collected the 4-star Dragon Ball. Fantastic. And I do like the interaction that you get if you have this interaction with Goku instead of Gohan. Long time no see. Hey, General Tao. Pardon me? It's me, Goku. Goku? Yeah, I know we've had our differences in the past, but it's good to see... Goku's just a nice guy. Say, you haven't seen any Dragon Balls around here, have you? Ah, he's after my Dragon Ball. Take care of him, Tao. But... And the rest plays out exactly the same. But I love how he didn't notice me immediately because of the Super Saiyan now. But yeah, now we've got all 7 Dragon Balls, we've got all of the golden capsules, we've saved all of the lost Namekians, and I think that means that before we go to the Cell games, we've got a handful of things that we can actually work through. So once Gohan stops getting blown in the face by all of these mortars, we're gonna get onto that. Come on, Gohan, let's get out of here. Actually, where is out of here? It would be back this way. Past Mr. Zappy McZapZap. Down past the ninjas. This way. Past that flying shuriken. Over past that. Under here. Under, over, oops. Down this way. And then back into the forest. Nice! Fantastic! That's what we like to see. Okay, so with that, I guess our next prerogative is going to be heading to the world map, and I'm thinking... Oh, what do we want to do first? First things first, I think we want to head to... Capsule Corp. No. We want to head to... to Dende's Lookout and drop off the Dragon Balls. That's the first prerogative. Make sure we're not leaving them anywhere silly. So we'll do that first. Here we go, Dende. You found all the Dragon Balls! Now all it remains is to finish up any training we still need to do. Well said, Goku. Once we're ready, let's head for the Cell Games Arena. Which, again, in the context of last part, is a bit of training, but also some down family time between Goku, Gohan, and Chi-Chi for what could possibly be their last days on Earth if things go catastrophically wrong. First things first. Oh, I keep forgetting. In Legacy of Goku 2, it's 3 fish for 1 Zenzu bean. The next place we need to head is, as I was stating before, definitely Capsule Corporation. Because now we've got all 25 of the gold capsules, which is good. So let's visit Dr. Briefs and, yeah, check in with him. And looks like everyone's left to make their final preparations. Even Android 16 isn't here anymore, so where's Dr. Briefs gone? There he is. Guess they're done repairing him. Well, I'll be. You collected all 25 gold capsules. I say, to tell the truth, I was a bit worried you wouldn't find them. It's a huge world out there, and those capsules are so small. Very small. For going to all this trouble, I'm going to let you keep one of the golden capsules. Because this, ladies and gentlemen, is our fast travel. The gold capsule will automatically take you back to the world map if you're standing outside. Be warned though, it's still highly experimental and doesn't work in all places. Whenever you want to use it, select it in your inventory and press the A button. Well, thank you, Dr. Briefs. How's the gold capsule working out for you? Making life easier? Pretty neat. Dr. Shiro put bombs in all of his androids as a self-destruct mechanism. I wonder if Cell has one too. Foreshadowing! Oh, foreshadowing, Bulma. 24 hours remain before the Cell Games.
Presented by Vita.
How will the Z-Fighters spend this final day? Find out on the next exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z.